Imagine a Tobbe player spotlight. The dream. The dream for sure. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you.
To the show. Sharp.
Sharp Bot.
Bot. Would you like to be called Sharp Bot?
You can call me Sharp. My name is Jonathan.
Jonathan.
If people want to know that.
Yeah. You are, to me, always a baby. Can I say that?
Why?
Because when I met you the first time, you were a baby boy.
That's true. I was very young. I was 16 or 17.
Yeah.
I think I was 16.
You were 16, I think.
Because it was in 2016, so...
Yeah. And I had moved to... you can start playing now if you want.
Oh, okay.
I want to give my introduction to how I know you first, because it will paint the way that the interview probably goes.
Yeah.
Subconsciously. But to me, how I met Sharp, lore-wise, is that I moved to a new town called Eskilstuna, which had no players at the time. Oh, that's not true. We have one player, but it doesn't matter. And the locals that were relatively close were on the other side of the university's campus, which was split between two campuses in different cities.
Yeah.
And one is Eskilstuna, which is a Swedish smaller city, and then Västerås, which is a little bit larger city.
Yeah, it's well, I think it's been like the 5th largest city in Sweden.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And that is where you are from.
Yeah.
So I met you for the first time when I was at a Smasher's house called Finland.
Yeah, Finland or Despair was the new tag.
Yeah, exactly. And you were just a little boy trying to play the game. Ate kebab with no sauce.
Yes.
You still do.
I'm gonna expose me on stream like this.
It's true. You are not a saucy man.
No.
All the sauce goes into the gameplay.
I can't say that my, I guess you would say high school.
Yeah.
Friends got to give me a hard time for no
You're
sauce.
Not using sauce? Liking sauce?
Yeah. I mean, I like a couple of sauces, but...
What's your favorite sauce?
Probably curry. I like cheddar dip.
Do you like tomato sauce and like spaghetti?
It's acceptable, but it's not like... I think it's better without it.
Okay, we are going to actually start with the real questions now that I've given my introduction to how I know you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why it's not me we're supposed to be talking about. It's the guest.
We can talk about you a little bit. That's me.
Now, one day I'll probably have a special player spotlight.
The autobiography spotlight.
Where I have someone else interview me. I don't know how I'd set it up and who would interview me. It would be kind of a funny meme if it was like Ekim. I never have him on, and then the one time he comes, the time he talks about me. Yeah.
That would be really funny, actually.
No, but for real though, Sharp, Smash.
Yeah.
Tell me, how was your first Smash experience? Did you start as a kid?
Yes. So I started when I was like, even before I even knew like Conscience. My brother had a GameCube, so I played with my big brother, who is 6 years older, and my big sister, who is 3 years older. I played Link, and I F-smashed.
That's fucking
only.
Cool. Yeah. Did you know to do the double hit?
No. Yes, I think they eventually learned it.
Because the first hit is just worthless.
But I did the little kid thing where you never use the C-stick because it's lame.
That's good. It's lame.
I also never used the shield button because I thought that was lame because it stopped your movement.
Yeah. I rolled. I didn't shield, I rolled.
I don't think I even rolled. I just S-smashed.
That's good.
So my brother played Pikachu and my sister played Kirby. And I thought Kirby was the best in the game.
Was your sister also older than you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played with them, and I think I played Young Link when I unlocked him. And then I played the other Smash games casually too. Like I played Brawl, I loved it. I played Smash 4, I loved it. And then my Melee disc broke. I don't know when, but it was like a long time ago. Then I wanted to buy it again because Brawl didn't have Mewtwo. or Pichu. So I wanted to play Pichu and Mewtwo.
Yeah.
So I bought it again before like the melee craze of 2013.
You just bought it to have it.
Yeah, exactly. So I had 2 melee copies. One of them is broken.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how I got introduced. But then tournaments was much later.
But you told me that you played every Smash game. What made you want to go back to Melee specifically? Was it just that Mewtwo and Pichu didn't exist in Brawl?
That's why I bought it again. But the reason why I started playing competitive is because of so a lot of like people I watched on YouTube switched over to Twitch. Like in 2015, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch more Twitch because like I like watching like live stream games.
Yeah.
So I happened to just come across like Melee being super high on the Twitch category. I was like, oh shit, like why is it the old game?
Yeah.
Not the new game.
Yeah.
And then I saw it was the Beast, the 5.
Ah,
So
I was
I was
that tournament.
Yeah. So I watched and I saw like first there were a lot of things that like caught my eye. Like how are they like moving like that fast? Why are there Swedish people playing in the finals? And like all those things like, and also it was like really hype. Like people were like going crazy, and I never seen anyone go crazy.
Yeah.
Over Smash like that.
Yeah.
So that, and then after that I found the documentary and I just started playing, like trying to learn how to wave dash and have cancel. And I went to my first local in January 2016.
And you started playing how closely before that?
I mean, I started playing in like whenever Beast 5 was.
Yeah, okay.
That's when I started like for fun practicing L cancelling and wave dashing.
Did you how did you find your current day main, which was also the main, if I recall correctly, too, but at the tournament I was at when you first came, you were still at that time playing Peach, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said
Pitch.
Then you played Peach. How did you switch from playing Link to young Link to Peach?
Yeah, so there's a little bit of story to that.
Yeah.
So obviously after I'd been watching Melee,
Yeah.
I was like, well, I want to pick a good character because like Link is like mid-tier. He's good, but like seems like you can't really like win tournaments with him usually, like big tournaments.
Yeah.
So I decided like I'm gonna try to find someone good. So I looked at tier list. I saw Fox, Falco, Marth, Sheik, Jigglypuff, Peach, and then I watched bigM tutorials, introduction videos, and I thought Falco and Marth were the coolest ones.
Yeah.
So I played Falco and I played Marth because I could wave dash with Marth, I could L cancel with Falco.
Oh shit.
I couldn't do like both with either.
Yeah.
So the first local I came to, I played Falco and Marth against Hope. And he beat my ass.
Hope, a Sheik player from Västerås.
Yeah.
He's now a father, right?
Yes, he's a father. He's 2, I think.
Oh shit.
If I'm not wrong, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But I played against his Jigglypuff. And I went I lost, but I went pretty close. So I was like, hey, I'm pretty good. And he was like, nah, it's not even, I don't even play this character. And I was like, oh. So it was a friendly session with Despair or Finland.
Yeah.
Where I played Finland. And he always beat me. So I switched around characters. I played Luigi for a while. But then I played Peach and Samus against him. And it went especially good with those characters, probably because I crouch cancelled a lot.
You held down.
Yeah, and you got like down smashes.
Yeah, and you played Sheik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Peach and Samus, and I was like, I want to main one of these characters.
Yeah.
Because it's like I can do well with these characters. Maybe I can get my first like power rank with Västerås.
Yeah.
Which we didn't have a power rank.
You did. Everyone was a power rank. If you showed up.
But so I looked up tutorials and I found more tutorials for Peach.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I played Peach over Samus, is because I found good tutorials for her.
That's insane, actually. So there's an alternate timeline where there's a
Samus player
named Sharp.
Yeah. It's probably
Imagine having Stockholm with Daddy, Sprock, and Sharp, and they all play salads. It's fucked up. I want to live in the city.
Yeah, no. So I used to get the Finland used to give me a ride to his place to the locals. We played in his apartment.
Yeah.
Can you actually give me? Can we take a quick interruption and talk about the locals there? Because I want to describe Västerås had the most grassroots feeling locals I've ever heard or seen or visited. Because like I was used to Stockholm locals before I moved. And Stockholm locals, we had a venue at the university. It's like Stockholm University, which is kind of it's an okay venue. It's really nice where the location's really nice and everything, but like it's not that spacious compared to how many people there are and etc etc. So, but I still expected like, oh, there'll be some kind of venue in Västerås, and then I come and it's apparently just in a guy's apartment, and it's like it's not a small apartment by any means, but it's like a 3-room apartment or something.
Yeah, we never got like more than 6-8 people in there.
Yeah. And you just all squeezed in. It was like a comfy little community because everyone. It became so tight knit because there were so few people.
Yeah.
Like in the community in total, what were we? Maybe like 10 people.
Yeah. There was at that time. Well, I can explain a little bit about the local scene.
Yeah.
Like give an introduction.
Yeah.
So the way I discovered it.
Yeah.
Was that I looked around. I saw like big forum posts on like the Smash locals in every country, and I saw like there were none for Västerås that I found.
Yeah.
But then I happened to come across a Smashboards post by Finland.
Yeah.
And he was like talking about Smash in Västerås, I think. So I kind of knew that it existed, like Smash players in my city. And like Armada responded in the thread, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I recognize that name. It was an old school Västerås Smash." Right?
Yeah. Was it Nino?
I think it was Neso that they talked about.
What the fuck is that?
It's he's been at a few Västerås locals.
Okay.
It's okay if you don't know him. I think he was at 2 locals that I was at.
Okay. Yeah.
Or something. But so I saw that.
Yeah.
And I searched on Facebook like Smash Västerås.
Yeah.
And I found it, and I was like, oh shit, is this still active?
Yeah.
So I wrote a little cringy post. If you go back to January 2016, you'll find it.
How cringy?
It's not that cringy. I was like, hello, I want to play with you guys. How do I get to local?
That doesn't sound cringy at all.
I don't know. It's just so. I could have found all this information.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if people are still alive there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nice DJL, brother.
Yeah. So Finland responded,
Yeah.
and then they like said we can pick you up from the school, or the high school, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
The university.
Yeah.
And and after that I started going to like every single one. And some of them, so they were usually like 4-man locals. Sometimes we had more people, especially at the final place.
Yeah.
But the locals we had, they were also very common. It was every other week.
Yeah.
And it was very common for them to get cancelled because you only had 2 people.
Yeah.
And there was no point in playing. But when I didn't attend the locals, I just practiced on my plasma TV.
Yeah.
I practiced wave dashing and out cancelling.
That's good.
I used to sit in Despair's car on the way there, practicing float cancels. Actually,
Oh shit.
like doing the motion,
On a
like
laptop
down.
or something?
No, just on my controller without
okay.
a screen or anything. Just in the car.
Yeah.
Just practice the float cancel movement.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were very small, and it wasn't until we like kind of made what's called Västerås Fighting Game Club, which is like the organization or that we used to run locals.
Yeah.
And stuff. So yeah, that's a little bit about the local scene, kind of how I found it.
Yeah. But at the time as well, like, who was the best player in Västerås? Because had Nino started coming out to these at this point?
Yes. So I think one of my first locals, or my actual first local, that was Nino's return from a long hiatus.
Yeah.
And he was already like I think if I looked back on the bracket of the first season final that we had, where I got, well, I went 0-2, of course. Lost to, I think I lost to someone's, to Martin's Kirby in pools.
Awful.
But yeah, he was already there when I started,
Yeah.
and he like four-starred me regularly.
Yeah.
And he was seeded like 4th the first tournament he attended, and he got first.
Yeah.
Together with his brother in the finals.
Yeah.
Kind of destroying everyone, not close at all.
Yeah.
And he used to like, it used to not be close. It used to be like who can. His brother was close because they kind of made each other mad.
Yeah, they knew how to play against each other.
Yeah, but like no one was close like in tech skill or in like punish game or anything.
Yeah.
It was just the best.
The locals at the time, I feel like, that I remember, as you said, they knew how to make each other pissed off.
Yeah.
There was definitely an air, an air after whoever won of super pissed brothers.
Yes.
Where one of them, the one who lost, was so mad that it became kind of awkward.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
For the rest of the night, which I thought was kind of, I think it's kind of funny. Looking back at it, like how one of them would just storm out the room.
No, there was definitely some like they kind of hated playing each other.
Yeah.
And they always got super mad. But it was like a fun rivalry.
They had strats to make. They also specifically played to make the other one hate them.
Yeah, like they switched characters all the time.
Yeah.
Like Puff
and Fox. Nino never played Fox, but when his brother hated Fox, so he picked Fox, and his brother and Nino hated Puff, so his brother picked Puff, and it's just like, what the fuck is? They're just trying to tilt each other.
Yeah, but that's also a reason why Nino was so good against Peach, because before his brother made Marth, or his brother is his tag is Couldn't. So Nino's brother used to main Peach. Back in the day when Nino was active. So Nino had a lot of practice against Peach. He also had the practice against the player Yuna. So he knew how to like dismantle low-level Peach players. And I was the low-level Peach player. It took me a long time to get good.
You were a down smash lord.
Yeah. At the start I was just down smashing and nothing else.
Yeah.
I felt bad in the finals because I was the scrub of the locals, and I used to sit in like hype mat, and like let's go, and everyone was like sitting quietly
because they knew what was going to come.
Yeah, and I was like trying to hype them up.
Not now, sure, not now.
Yeah, but it was a very friendly vibe at the locals in general.
Yeah.
Everyone knew everyone, and it was like a very close feeling.
Yeah, it was super cozy for sure.
Yeah, and it was like a very, as you said, grassroots vibe. So yeah, I played at only Västerås locals almost.
Yeah.
Like a year straight.
Yeah.
Before going to Stockholm locals and stuff.
Because Stockholm is the closest city.
Yeah.
Other than Västerås that has like a smash scene.
Exactly, it's the easiest to travel to Stockholm. I mean, it's pretty easy to travel to Uppsala as well. It's a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But Uppsala locals were very inactive.
Yeah.
When I was
Yeah.
in my local going prime.
Yeah, they were in the decline for sure.
Yeah, but it was closer to Gothenburg, closer to Scania, so...
Yeah.
Or Stockholm is closer than those places.
Yeah.
If it wasn't obvious.
But you did go from being one of the worst players at those locals to actually being one of the better ones there.
Yeah.
Could you talk a bit about the feeling of like, because in such a small grassroots community, I imagine that improving feels, I don't know, it feels a little bit more tangible.
Yeah. I mean, so I can like my improvement path was at first the only people I beat were like friends of despair and hope.
Yeah.
That just came over to play for fun.
That just didn't know.
Yeah. So I managed to beat those guys. That was a big accomplishment for me.
Yeah.
Like I was happy about those.
Yeah.
Like my biggest wins. So there were a few people I was like gunning for.
Yeah.
So Despair or Finland was obviously one of them. His brother Nino's brother, one of them. And then my biggest local rival was actually Uborn.
Yeah.
Was a Falco player.
Yeah.
And he played his favorite player was PP&D.
Yeah.
So I felt like it was kind of like a PP&D versus Armada rivalry.
Yeah.
Or it could be.
But
yeah, you know,
it was a guy spamming laser in place and another guy spamming down smash.
Yes, but it had potential.
It had the beginnings.
So me and him played a lot. We played in pools. He beat me every time.
Yeah.
But I practiced I practiced so much.
Yeah.
Although I had in the summer of 2016, which I was like, I'm so mad that I'm still losing to Hope every time. I'm still losing to Uborn every time.
Yeah.
I'm losing to everyone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to change characters.
Yeah.
So I switched every week.
And went to different characters every week?
Yeah, because I would never like find someone that was like felt good to play.
Okay, so who?
So I switched to like Falco, Morph, Sheik, Falcon, Fox.
Yeah.
So I remember Hope said one time, he was like, switching character this week again, Sharp, and I was like, yes. So that kind of gave me the like, maybe I should try to go back to Peach. And then I went back to Peach and I did really well. Although I lost, but I went like last stock with Uborn and Hope, and I was like, okay, I can do this with Peach.
Yeah.
And then eventually, my first win of them was at a LAN tournament.
Yeah.
It was me.
At a LAN tournament, which one was that?
So it was Salon.
Yeah.
It's in the city of Sala.
Yeah.
We got invited by a player called Morin.
Yeah.
He helped arrange a Smash tournament there, so he was like, hey, you guys should come.
I wonder if I was playing it. I don't think I was playing in your community by then.
No, I think you had left at that point.
Oh, had I already left?
I don't know. But either way, you didn't go to that tournament. You weren't at too many locals. You were at a few.
Yeah, that's cool and shit. And I also just went to Stockholm instead sometimes.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You went to Stockholm way more than we did.
Yeah, it makes sense since I have like my friends here. Also, and family.
So the LAN tournament was me, Uborn, Marin, and a few others. Goiv was there.
Yeah, I know Goiv.
But we didn't really know if he was good or not.
Yeah.
And then a player called Lil Jonis.
Yeah, Lil Jonis, yeah.
Yeah, so Marin got upset by Goiv and Lil Jonis.
Yeah.
And I had to play Lil Jonis twice and I beat him. And I was like, okay. But I lost to Uborn in the winners finals. 3-2. Which was funny because they were talking smack in the audience, or Marin specifically.
About what?
They were like, Sharp is no chance, losing to Uborn every time. And then I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
But I was kind of mad at myself. I was like, that was so close.
Yeah.
I had that.
Yeah.
I had that.
Yeah.
So I came back to Grands.
Yeah.
And so it was every game I won, I popped off. Like a little bit. It was not a $100 pop up for everyone. But every game was like, let's say I win a game, I'm like, yes.
Every game.
Yes, every game. But every game that I won.
That's so
because it's
annoying.
I know. It was like a little quiet pop up, like yes. You know?
Yeah.
So and it was a 6-0. It was the first and second set I ever won against Uborn, and he was so sad. He was like, I've never seen him that sad, and I was like super happy. I posted on my Facebook that I won.
No.
Because I didn't have Twitter yet.
Yeah.
So I was just like super happy because that was the first time I'd won like.
And at the time you were like 16, 17.
I was 17 at the time, yeah.
Mm.
And that was the first time I'd won like anything. Yeah. Any competition ever.
Because you won the entire tournament.
Yeah. And I won like 200 crowns as team.
Oh shit.
So that was like huge for me. That was like the whole day I was just like happy.
It's kind of more than I've won.
But yeah, and then after that I never lost to Uborn again.
Yeah.
I like beat him every time, even though it was close a few times.
Yeah. You had crossed the hurdle.
Yeah, I think that was like my first like because I always feel like I have some players that I mentally can't beat. That was like the first time I like broke one of those barriers. Like I started beating Newborn, I started beating Hope.
Yeah.
I was close to beating Finland, which I eventually beat.
Yeah.
In 2017, where I became like that was officially when I became like the second best player.
Yeah.
In Västerås.
Yeah.
Because I started getting second over everything. Never beating Ninjo.
Yeah.
Until the next year.
And I remember that. That is also the era before Red Blaze's rise.
Yeah.
The eminent Red Blaze rise.
Yeah. So Red Blaze, it's actually very interesting to talk about our relationship because I found him. I was the one who discovered Red Blaze.
I found him.
Yes,
he was in my closet.
so I found Red Blaze.
Was it at a Närcon or something?
Was it a DreamHack tournament?
Oh, DreamHack tournament.
Was a long-haired Red Blaze.
A DreamHack? Was it the DreamHack that we went to together?
It was the DreamHack summer 2016.
Yeah.
My first DreamHack.
That was the one where I money matched you with Fox.
I don't remember that, but now I do. Now I do. Now I
definitely do remember that.
I didn't know I had that in my memory until now.
It was a 10 crown money
And I lost.
and I won with my Fox, but I hadn't practiced a day in my life. Because
okay, I was really bad.
Because you I felt like you were getting a bit of a hubris.
Yes.
And I was like, dude, fuck you. Because from my point of view, okay, sorry, but this is becoming a little bit, but since I came from Stockholm, there were a lot of people who were better than me.
Yeah.
I was not that good. And I come to Västerås, and the first shit that happens to me is that I beat like almost everyone in the tournament.
Yeah. You beat everyone but like Ninja and his brother almost.
Yeah, I think I actually beat.
Oh yeah, he beat his brother. Once.
Yeah, and I was like, what? Okay, I didn't know that this guy was good. But I lost to Ninjo, and I was like, this guy's actually legit good.
Yeah.
And I lost to Hope because I never played against a Sheik in my life. I think.
Yeah, he was. You said he was the most non-technical Sheik that you ever lost.
He was. he is probably.
Yeah.
Still to this day, and at this point, I wasn't technical.
Yeah.
But for a player in that region, you guys were like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah.
He's like Ninjo.
Yeah, I was hyping you up a lot because I was like, I had never seen, as I said, I was very, very stuck in, I got 2 stitches this game.
Yeah.
But I was very stuck in Västerås, or I didn't want to travel.
Yeah.
I didn't feel comfortable with it yet.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, I only knew the Västerås players, and whenever I saw something above that looked closer to pro level,
Yeah.
that I saw in VODs,
Yeah.
I was like always super impressed. And
He's
you were one of
fucking
them.
wave shining, bro.
Yeah, that was the thing because I was still practicing like wave dashing,
Yeah.
shortening,
Yeah.
like stuff like that.
No, I remember literally me just playing friendlies, and Marin was sitting behind me, hyping me up.
Yeah.
I was just doing like dare shine. He's like, oh fuck!
Yeah, that's just a community. Imagine you're like cavemen, and then like a person just comes in with a smartphone. It's like the coolest thing ever. And you're like, dude, I bought this off of like eBay.
Because you like already had a guy with a smartphone, but you thought he was literally God.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
God to you.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, so I kind of like built my own storylines in my head. I was like, oh, this is the 3 legendary Västerås players. And I always believed. I
had a legendary Västerås player.
No, you were like the dirty Stockholmer invading.
the dirty. I was a fucking foreigner. You needed to get out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought you were super fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the moments I like realized that, damn, this guy's so much better than me.
Yeah.
Just at a session at your house.
Yeah.
Because I went to a couple of sessions at your house in Eskilstuna or your apartment.
Yeah.
And I played you. And there was one session where you were like, okay, I'm not gonna laser.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no way, I'm gonna kick your ass. You're only lasering me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna destroy
I
you.
was a laser falcon. This is true. This is true.
So I was like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm gonna win. And you started using, I was like getting hits on you.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't getting anything from them.
No.
I was like, you were just like counter hitting every time. I was like,
Yeah.
what's going on? What?
Yeah.
And then you were like, so what I did there is that I dash danced, and I like C-stick down, the crouch cancel,
Yeah.
and then I like beat your approaches every time.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Fucking
What is he talking about? What is this like advanced techniques that I
Yeah.
haven't even heard about?
Yeah.
So that's when I knew that you kind of were like a billion levels above me at the time. And I never did beat your Falco.
This is true. To this day, you have yet to beat my Falco, and I will never give you the chance.
Fair enough.
You
I'll
or my Fox ever again.
No, that's 1-0. That's a bigger shame for me. But I can say that the first time I traveled to Stockholm
Yeah.
for Smash
Yeah.
was because of your tournament, the Capital of Smash.
Oh shit!
Or
I remember this.
I guess our tournament.
Yeah. The
because-
next tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to give some backstory on Capital?
I could do.
Yeah. I think that's.
Fucking Ludwig's in the chat also, one of our fucking UNF core. So we this is gonna be a long story. I'll make it short.
Yeah.
So I got into contact with a sobriety association, basically trying to make like events for youths in an alcohol-free environment because they had access to very good venues, and I just happened to not drink. So I tried desperately to find 5 other smashers that I could make a, I guess, I don't know what it's called in English, but a förening. It's like an association or like a union.
Yeah.
And when we could do that, we could get access to their venues. And one of them was super sick. It was like in the middle of Stockholm and everything. And we were promised, or I understood that the guy who recruited me, he told us that you could use this venue every week for free. I was like, oh shit. Ends up being that we couldn't use it for free, and it costed like 3,000 crowns every time, and we didn't have money at all. So the venue stopped, but at the time it was pretty sick, and we had like 2 tournaments, I think.
Yeah, Capital of Smash and Capital of Smash 2.
Yeah. Which we invited people over to, and a bunch of in their downstairs area, which we could use for free, however much we wanted. So
Yeah.
there was some good to it, but yeah. So
Yeah.
that was the background, I guess. I don't know more.
No, it was like it eventually turned out bad.
Yeah.
Because they promised a bunch of stuff and then they didn't like kind of deliver on that.
Yeah.
So like they tried putting us into trouble for it.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? We were promised to have this venue.
No, actually, no, because I think it's unfair to say.
Yeah,
that
it wasn't.
Because the thing is, the guy who recruited me just didn't know.
Yeah, it was
So-
like miscommunication.
Yeah, and they did pay every bit of the money that we were supposed to owe them. We didn't even have to use our own association's like funds,
Yeah.
which was super nice. Because otherwise, I would have understood a situation where they would be like, okay, but you at least have 10,000 from this year that you get every year. So we'll spend that, and then we're even. But they were like, nah, it was a misunderstanding, we'll pay this.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it was really nice, and they also did try to help us find a venue. It's just so happened that it's so hard to find a good venue in Stockholm that like,
Yeah, absolutely.
for free, that, you know, that lets us store TVs, like what the fuck? That doesn't happen, so.
Yeah. No, but Capital of Smash, either way, that was my first Stockholm tournament.
Yeah.
I was at a tournament before that, or like a meet at the venue with like a bunch of smashers.
But had you ever been to a major before that? Was the DreamHack tournament before?
It was before, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And so I had
So
been
let's
down.
go. Yeah, let's go to Capital Smash first, and then rewind to the major.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because like Capital Smash is where I met most of the Stockholm smashers.
Yeah.
Like I met Acid, for example. He was one of the first people I talked to.
Yeah.
I teamed at him at the Fun Teams tournament, the event before.
Yeah.
And we did pretty well,
Mhm.
I think.
Mhm.
And then I met Kladdkaka, Pott, Adam Kicks,
Yeah.
Tellman.
Tellman the God.
Yeah, Tell God.
Mhm.
So I met a bunch of people at that tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Slippi too, I think.
Yeah.
And I remember that I beat Kladdkaka in winners and then lost to Foul. That was my first time ever playing against Ice Climbers. So I was like, I don't know how to play against this character and I'm just getting wobbled.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever. I'm supposed to win because I play Peach.
Yeah.
So like, I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel bad about that. And then I lost barely to Kent again in losers.
Yeah.
So I almost made a 3-stock comeback, but barely didn't.
God.
And he haunted me for that loss for years
Yeah.
after that.
Jesus.
But that was my first tournament experience.
Yeah.
Like outside of the small fries
And the
the majors. But the majors were like, I usually didn't do too well at those.
Yeah.
And I didn't meet too many other people than the people I went with.
Yeah. I think you could actually call Capital Smash kind of like a regional, because it was like you came and like I think Newborn came and from Västerås, Finland, I think also or something.
Finland didn't come
No,
to any of them.
well I think there were like
We had a
Marin came, yeah. There were like 3 or 4 Västerås people, and then Uppsala people came, like Lamp and Psych and then like fucking Leffen showed up. He didn't enter, but he was there.
Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy.
And fucking EVP.
Wait, EVP was there?
Yeah,
I don't
EVP was there.
remember this.
He teamed. They lost. He teamed with Anglo, and then they lost, and then he left. He said nothing.
That's funny. That's so funny.
But yeah, so like really weird turnout. Just a bunch of people that were like, oh shit, they were actually there. But yeah. So that was your Capital Smash experience, meeting a bunch of Stockholm players and then losing to Kent again.
Yeah, and then the second one I think I did a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I took a game off of Acid Love Boy in pools.
No shit. Did you
and
pop
then-
off
No.
every game?
I was like, that gave me the thought of maybe I can beat him.
Yeah.
And that was a good feeling because he was power ranked already, I think.
Yeah.
So that was like, getting a power rank win in Stockholm would be like huge for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, then I'm legitimate. I'm like a good player.
Mm-hmm.
And I went pretty close with Pipsqueak already. It's kind of like the start of our rivalry because we met at Capital Smash 2.
Yeah.
I think it was a money match actually. And I think I lost 2-0, so I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, that gave me a good impression of Stockholm. So that's like why I started like attending Stockholm tournaments after that. But yeah, I definitely like those tournaments, and that's why after that I started going to SU regularly.
Yeah.
And like eventually climbing my way on the power rankings.
But let's bring it back to your first major.
Yeah.
DreamHack. You said you discovered Red Blaze at DreamHack.
Yeah.
Were you a talent scout looking for people to success you?
No, but what happened was that I just saw him sitting like practicing tech skill on a setup, and I was like, "Do you want to play?" And Red Blaze was like, "Sure, let's play." And we played for a bit. Played Fox and Marth, and I think we went pretty even. I think Red Blaze won majority, but it was like fairly close. And I was like, "Hey, you're pretty good. Where are you from?" And Red Blaze said like Eskilstuna, or like that's what was closest.
The closest,
Yeah. And I was like, "Hey, I know someone from Eskilstuna.
Yeah.
And they go to our locals. You should go to our locals."
Yeah.
And Red Blaze was like, "Yeah, sure." And then like Red Blaze went immediately to the first local.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice talk, bro.
Okay. No, but I lost my thought because of that taunt. But the thing about it was that he started attending our tournaments, and I already noticed that Red Blaze had so much potential, because that Red Blaze was definitely the melee nerd type, where like Red Blaze knew a lot of frame data already, and like played like really technical. So I knew that like Red Blaze practiced, and like I just had a really good impression, and I kind of figured that he was gonna get like super good.
Yeah.
But the other things that happened at that tournament, because it took a while for us to get to know each other. But that's basically the only thing I said. But otherwise, I teamed with, who was it? I think it was like Tenma. Some Stockholm smasher.
Yeah.
Cell, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'll have to check. But I lost in pools. I think I went 0-2 in teams. And I lost in pools against the Spag.
Yeah.
I had Johnny Fight screaming behind me.
Oh, dude, were we in the same pool?
No, we were not.
But I also lost the Spag.
You maybe lost the Spag in the brackets.
I probably lost the Spag in the bracket. Oh, God.
But yeah, I remember.
I had forgotten that one.
I remember. So you know how bad I was. I mean, I lost to Fox the same event.
Yeah.
And we had. So Spag was beating my ass, like doing normal Falcon stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd never played against like a good Falcon at that time.
Yeah.
I had Johnny Fight screaming in the background, "Let's go, Spag!" And I was like, "Oh no!" But yeah, that's just the kind of like person it is.
Yeah.
And then I lost to two Marfs, and I lost to. Did I have Dady in my pool? I think I had Dady in my pool. But yeah, that was about it. Oh, and taunted and left. All right, fair enough. Maybe that was like a last game taunt.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Fredit!
Cool.
Speaking of players I have played. Yeah. No, but I was thinking something in my brain.
I do that sometimes. Too.
Yeah. So you lost to a Fox.
Yeah.
And then a better Fox for 10 crowns, and then and then you met Spag and Red Blaze.
Yeah, I didn't really talk to Spag. I just remember him beating my ass.
Okay, but I want to frame this in the way that for the people who do not know, Johnny Fight can scream as if he's 10 people.
Yes,
and
was an army.
And when you lost to Spag, you felt like shit.
Yeah,
because it was the first time. It's fucking pools, man, or like round one bracket. You don't expect there to be a crowd of 10 people, but it's just one person. But it's 10 people yelling.
No, the idea of that was more like that was the first time I felt like tournament pressure.
Yeah.
Because it was like, and I wasn't used to like a crowd.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to like anything of like the major tournament thing. But yeah, I think the only person I knew there was like you.
Yeah.
So I kind of like leeched onto you when I could.
Yeah. Until you got mad at me for beating you.
Probably yes. But I was always pretty bad at like talking to new people.
Yeah.
Asking people for friendlies. So a lot of the times when I was in bigger tournaments, I just sat at a setup and just like played against the computer, hoping someone would hop on.
Yeah.
Which I mean that's fine for me. But I've gotten a lot. I mean now I basically know everyone in the Swedish community. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first like big major. I've gotten so many stitches this session.
Yeah, you have. Fradit.
Yeah. Other than that, that's about what happened in my first.
Sorry, I read a chat message. I remember bragged about how good Rio was because he could shield drop.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Sitting at DreamHack. I know a guy from Eskilstuna, he can shield drop.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so good. He's at this tournament.
Oh, he left? Why is everyone leaving?
But it is true that I did shield drop before anyone else.
Yeah.
It was like me and Nekim.
No, yeah, exactly. You talked about that a lot too.
Yeah. Because I wanted people to do it because it wasn't that hard.
I think this is Tobbe Troll car.
It might be.
Yeah, it is. Anyway.
You can see it.
Anyway, yeah. And then, so those were like my first years of playing. I was a scrub and then I started like beating...
Who was the first player that was power ranked in Stockholm that you beat?
Yeah, so it was like a lot of happened in one tournament. Because so I attended Stockholm locals and I went close with a few players, but I never like beat anyone good for a while, or like for 4 or 5 locals. But I like went last. I remember I had a last game last talk with Sprak, I had a close set with Pots.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can beat people. I know I can.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of time until
Mhm.
like I get my nerves off.
Mm-hmm.
So I had this one local where I faced Nino, round 1.
Yeah.
We're both coming from Västerås.
That's awesome.
And he beats me in a pretty close set. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that's fine. Nino's beaten me every time.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And then I went into losers super early, and I was like 26th.
Mm-hmm.
So I beat a Luigi player, Supernova, I think they were called.
Luigi's NES player,
Yeah, / Game Watch.
who was a very young kid. Yep.
Yeah. So I beat Supernova, and then I beat Marin.
Yeah.
So
Another Västerås player.
Yeah. So I had already faced the 2 Västerås players there.
Yeah.
And then I played Acid Loveboy.
Yeah.
And I remember I barely beat him.
Mhm.
Like barely 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
And I popped off super hard. It was like $100 pop off. I like jumped out of my chair. Because that was like my first real win.
Yeah.
Of like a player that people knew was good at the game, had like practiced,
Mm-hmm.
and not like played the game just for fun.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, he was like kind of a serious player.
Yeah.
Although I do remember that after the win, I had people in the crowd say like, oh, but Acid let Sharp go to FD the last game.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then after that, I had Kladcock, I think, and I beat him again. And then I beat Pipsqueak 2-1 for the first time, and I also Hungry Bucks pop off after that.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So Pipsqueak was my like second good win, and he was like 8th in Stockholm, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was really happy about that, and then I faced Nino again because Nino beat Sprak.
Yeah.
And Nino beat me again, 3-1.
Yeah.
So I got double whammy by Nino. So that was my first breakout tournament, I would say.
Yeah.
The first and that was like I would say that's the second like mental barrier broken, where I'm like, now I can beat like Stockholm power rank players.
Yeah.
Because I started like beating Stockholm power rank players after that. And then after that I think I became 11 on the first power ranking.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first power ranking ever too.
But you definitely are like a mental block type player,
Yeah.
or at least have been. Like, there's a reason I feel like you lost to my Fox or my Falco, because you just had that thing where it was like, because I don't think you were necessarily worse than me as a player. I just think that you had a block against me.
Yeah, the thing is like so Smash is the first like competitive thing
Yeah.
I've ever had to like indulge myself in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I've learned a lot about like winning and losing and like improving.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've never really thought about that kind of stuff before. Like it's never been like a science to me, and learning how to like deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like deal with like how should I think to have the best chances of winning?
Yeah.
Or like how should I think to not become frustrated?
Yeah.
Or nervous?
Yeah.
Or, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like I think it's been like a huge journey for me how to like deal with those kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've learned a lot more about that than Melee itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm still kind of dumb when it comes to Melee.
I feel like that's kind of a thing in Västerås too.
Yeah.
The general vibe often gets set by the player who's the best in the region.
Yeah.
And Nino's not a nerdy player.
No, exactly. He's a very instinct-based player,
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah.
Like has weird flow charts.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do the optimal thing every time. But is
Yeah.
like really good under pressure. Yeah.
And I feel like that has kind of bred the Västerås community.
Yeah.
Also, for some reason, you just didn't practice tech skill, any of you.
I did.
felt like. Yeah, it's true. You did, and then Red Lace came and he did.
Yeah, Red Blaze is like the only scientific player.
I definitely felt like when I first met Red Lace, I was like, oh, this guy's kind of like a Stockholm type. Like, he felt like a Stockholm type player in the way that he was like super nerding about shit, and he was kind of a bit defensive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've always practiced like movement and tech skill and stuff.
Yeah.
It's only like, and I do analyze vaults and stuff, but it's not to like when looking at like drugs fox lessons.
Yeah.
It's not to like that degree. But I have gotten coaching recently by Red Blaze, which I can go into later if we have time.
Yeah. We probably will.
Yeah. But yeah.
I actually want to talk to you about the mental block, and you mentioned that Melee has kind of taught you how to improve and how to like. Since you have to have gone through this journey, and you seem to speak about it in such a clear way, could you maybe talk about how you fixed one or some of these issues?
Yeah. So a lot of it has been like thinking about, well, what like first of all, like what's my purpose with Melee? Like what do I want to do? What do I want to accomplish? And if you're like thinking like, okay, well, I want to be the best in the world.
Yeah.
You have to think like, oh, what's required to be the best in the world?
Yeah.
And like, what? For example, let's say you're aiming for, I want to be top 10 in Europe.
Yeah.
And then you go to your local, and you get 5th.
Yeah.
And you're getting like really mad about it, or like really sad. It's like, oh, I lost to this player, I lost to this player, I shouldn't be losing to these players, I'm so bad. But it's like, for me, a lot of the journey has been to learn, like, does it matter? Like, beating this player right now won't make me top 10 in Europe.
Yeah.
What's gonna make me top 10 in Europe is gradually learning this, and like, trying to implement this.
Yeah.
So like, honestly, like, learning how to deal with not going for like temporary satisfaction in Melee, and more like going for specific like goals.
Yeah.
For example, I want to try to implement this tech into my gameplay, and then you spend like a week on that.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you realize next tournament you might underperform, but you see, okay, well, I just learned how to fucking like I slapdash grab like 50 times this tournament.
Yeah.
I'm getting really good at it.
Yeah.
And like having that as an enjoyment will overall like improve your improvement, I think.
Yeah.
As well, and I think that's not only for tech skill, that's like mentality.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I want to think of this match as like I want to think about the game, like not the overall set, but what's happening in the current situation. I want to be able to look at my opponent right now and say, oh, okay, that's why I got hit by that down smash, for example.
Yeah.
And learning those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm rambling. It's
No,
so
but
hard.
it's true.
It's hard to explain in words, I think.
Yeah, and I think you're right in the nose, and a lot of the things that you talk about, because I also do coaching on the Cones Academy, by the way.
Yeah.
And I've had mentality coaching as well with because I do drug fox lessons, and we've talked about, both me and my students and I and drug fox have talked about like measuring improvement in the way that you are talking about, in just specific scenarios you want to improve, not only makes it so you have a more guaranteed long-term improvement, it will also for sure impact you mentally way better in Melee. Like, being able to deal with like tough losses and shit is way easier when you come into the tournament and you've decided, this is my slapdash tournament.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit how it's going. Like, the only thing I want to practice is slapdashing. Kind of like how sometimes you sandbag and you go, I want to play Nest this tournament. You don't expect to perform just as well as you would when you play your main. But even still, you probably improve your Nest.
Yeah.
And your Nest will probably be better afterwards than it was before. And in the same way, if you focus just on slapdashing, maybe you'll be a slapdashing moron and you'll perform super horribly. But in the end, when it comes to the major in a year, you will be able to do that clutch like final slapdash that you needed to like grab the opponent when he wasn't ready and get the kill or something.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot about like so a thing I've been thinking about a lot is that if you say that you're like a good player or a bad player, if you ask someone like, what does it mean to be a good? How do you define a good player? Some might say like it's a player with good results, or it's a good player with bad results. That's a bad player, for example. But for me, it's like I define the player not on like the results, the current or past or future results. It's like the path that they're taking.
Yeah.
Like let's say who no one cares like about whatever fucking local Leffen lost in like 2010, right?
Yeah.
No one cares about that. They care about Leffen, that Leffen like had this graduate like, improvement path, and he kept playing and he kept improving, and that's what makes him a great player, right? Or like even if people don't say that, I think that's what like most people think makes Leffen a good player.
Yeah.
Not just because he wins tournaments, but because he established himself as a top player, and he keeps like staying on that level. And I think for me, it's like I need to like not think about this one tournament. I need to think about like what should I do that best impact my overall path as a player. And if I keep going, then this tournament does not make me a bad player, because that cannot be decided yet, right? I don't know.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's that's what I've been thinking about, and that helps me a lot.
And it's also like, here's the thing, right? Sometimes you play against a person and you lose a close set, and you're like, fuck, man, I was so close to beating this person I really wanted to beat.
Yeah.
But if you like look at it from an improvement standpoint, I think you can logically break it down to people. A lot of people who like think the way that like the only results matter. If you say like, okay, but like if you got one more hit, you would have won this set. It's clear. Like you would have won, but would you have been a better player than if you wouldn't have landed that hit? Say that your opponent's controller fucked up in the middle of their final session or whatever, like they spilled beer on it or whatever, and it just doesn't work, and you hit him and you win.
Yeah.
Are you a better player?
Yeah, exactly.
Like clearly you are not. And in the same vein, do you remember that one tournament in Norway where Westballs lost in bracket to a Mewtwo called Muckduck or whatever? Like nobody in the world afterwards thought Muckduck is a great player because
better than Westballs.
because the TV malfunctioned or whatever it was. I don't remember, but like nobody gives a shit because like, or people maybe give a shit, but he afterward did not go on and have more insane wins. He did not have any wins that I know of afterward.
Yeah, no.
Because it was just like, who cares, man?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was like something super grimy, like McDuck claiming he won game 1 when it was like a hand one or something.
Yeah.
And the TO being like, sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah, exactly. It's like, it's good to like praise yourself for like temporary accomplishments. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Because you have to let it depends of course on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you're Leffen, then sure, winning like a local with 50 people maybe doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because he wants to be the best.
Yeah.
But if you're like just playing Melee to improve and have fun, then yeah, it's good to like relish in the fact that you beat this player or you got this placing. But like in the long run, it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. Your results right now don't impact you as a player as long as you don't fucking quit right now. Yeah. Like immediately.
Yeah.
Then of course that was your career, but like it doesn't define you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean what you could have been. Doesn't mean anything really.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's important not to get lost in the temporary rewards and just like appreciate Melee for the journey that it is.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do because that's my goal.
Yeah. Were you ever ranked in Stockholm? I forget.
I was so my first rank was 11th.
Yeah.
And after that I was 9th. I think I was above Ekin, but that's because Ekin played Peach.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was the last ranking. I was 5th, above Stacks, which he was mad about.
I was so pissed. No, I remember.
Well, I think that I have better win spread. I was like, okay, why don't you want to be on the tower?
Yeah.
Call out the Stacks, by the way. Money match me if you want. Any month.
My previous guest Stacks. Yeah. No, talk to me though about getting your first ranking spot. Was it purely off of the wins that you accrued, that one local, and losers where you lost only to Nino?
No.
No.
I had a few other good tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
I beat a player called Pop.
Mm-hmm.
I beat Krum a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Krum played super aggressive, so I remember him like always falling short to beating me, even though Acid took sets off of me.
Yeah.
And I also beat who else? I beat Adam Kex, which was huge for me because I lost him for like it was kind of like the same thing as you won.
Yeah.
Where I lost him like 5 times. And I was like, fuck the Peach Ditto.
Yeah.
Adam Kex is too fucking good.
Yeah.
And then I beat him once, and the closest 2-1 ever, and then I never lost him again.
Yeah.
And I kept beating him, so that felt, and that was like a losers. So 3 of those tournaments that got me ranked were like losers runs from like round 1. Mm-hmm. I will say one of them was because I lost to Face on tie. It's the funniest thing ever. Yeah. So some people might know because I have it included in a YouTube video on my channel. But it's me versus Face on tie. I'm up 1-0, like clearly ahead, clearly winning. I miss an edge guard and just like a bear edge guard when he's side beam. He grabs the ledge and just downers me, and I die like 0. And we're like laughing. We're like laughing about it, like haha. Yeah. And then he wins game 3. Like backers me at like 110. Yeah. And you can see in my face that I'm really, really salty. Yeah. So, and then I went on a huge, and then I was sitting in the corner by myself, like super sad. I lost the Face in time. Yeah. I was making fun of me. Yeah. And then I beat Adam Kex, I beat Acid, I beat a bunch of like people again. I think I beat a Krum again. He always managed to run into me. Yeah. But those were the tournaments that got me ranked basically. But yeah. And then otherwise I was definitely not beating the top players, besides beating Pipsqueak every now and then. He always got me on the rankings. Yeah. In Stockholm. Yeah. I always picked up one Pipsqueak win. Yeah, you did. For good measure. Yep. And then other than that, it was I never beat like people in like top 5, top 10. Yeah. Or like
and by top 5, top 10 you mean
I mean like
Foul.
Yeah.
Ekim when he played Marth.
Master Kai, Monio.
Yeah.
Those people. Yeah. So I never really had that big Stockholm win besides Pipsqueak. I had like the mid power rank players that I beat consistently. So that was like, I think that was also kind of a mental block for me because I respected those players so much. Yeah. I was like, seeing them like, oh, Dady's such a good player. Yeah. Like, Ekin is such a good player. Liam always talks about how fucking good Ekin is. Yeah. He must be like amazing.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
The way that you talked about me to Red Lace, I talk about Ekim to everyone.
Yeah, you talked about Ekim like a mythical being. Yes. When I lived in Västerås.
It is true. He is a mythical being.
Yeah.
Dude, he got 13th in air. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I think my biggest non-Pipsqueak win was taking a game off of Dady at one Västerås local in 2017. Yeah. And I was like, it was a Västerås local where so there's like a big meme, especially in Västerås, about me hating Donkey Kong, which I do. So Dady won game 1. Dady won game 1, and then he picked Donkey Kong on the character select screen. And he was like, haha, just kidding. And I was like, fuck you. I'm gonna destroy you. And then I like the 2-stock my Yoshis. that was the DK anger fuel.
You only beat him because he threatened with DK.
Yeah, I would have gotten 4-stock otherwise.
Yeah.
But and in 2018, 2 things happened in Västerås.
Yeah.
2 big things.
Tell me the big things.
And they happened immediately after.
Water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. So the first thing that happened in 2018, like the first Västerås local of the year, I beat Nino for the first time.
Oh shit!
So I took off a set of Nino and I was like so proud. And then he barely beat me in grand finals, 3-1 and 3-2. But for me it didn't matter. I was like, I beat Nino.
Yeah.
Finally. I
Yeah.
was thinking actual years.
Yeah, actual years.
And then Nino decided to retire for a while. I think to focus on school. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So for a juicy week,
Yeah.
I was the best player.
Week.
For the fattest week, my favorite week of all time, I was
Yeah.
the best player in Västerås. For 1 week. And then the week after, Red Blaze 6-0'd me.
The imminent Red Blaze. He came.
Yeah, so that was the rise of my biggest demon of all of Smash.
And now you're sensei.
Yeah, I mean, he so the first tournament he really like beat me, or like he had 1 set, but they were always close, and I always beat him in like the rerun if we ever had a rerun.
Yeah.
So that was like the first legitimate. That was the first tournament he took off me, and the first like real sets he took off of me. And then I was like, but I was still like, I was like, this is, I'm beating it next time. I'm beating it next time. Like I was still confident because like I had such a good record on Red Blaze. Right?
Yeah.
But then he 6-0'd me the next tournament, and the tournament after that.
Oh.
So it was like after that I was like, okay, something has to have happened.
Yeah.
So Red Blaze just learned the Peach mashup. That's when everything clicked for him, I think.
And then Red Blaze posted a 20-page document on how to start Peach.
Two years later.
Yeah, that was just a meme. But it is true that he once just became insanely good versus Peach or you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Both.
Yeah.
I can't say both.
Because the thing is, in Stockholm, you were still always ranked above him.
Yeah.
And when he came to Stockholm, you always did better than us, or him rather. So I was like, oh, Red Blaze is just such a sharp slayer. That's
yeah,
what
he was.
Because I was of the mentality, as we spoke of before, where you are a mental block player, and I thought like, okay, now Sharp has the thing that he has with me, where just he cannot beat me, even though I'm way worse than him probably. But then Red Blaze just kept going, and kept going. And I was like, oh shit, this little kid, he's the doom. He's the doom of Sharp.
Yeah.
Västerås will forever be Eskilstuna's now.
Yeah, so after that it became a little bit of a rivalry.
Yeah.
Because it was like, Red Blaze always beat me. I took a few sets off of Red Blaze, but he had an extremely dominant set record. And then I was able to defeat Nino with an even set record. So I knew I could beat him. Where Red Blaze still hadn't figured out Nino.
Yeah.
He hadn't found the code yet. So it was like sometimes, well, I almost never won tournaments because I always had like, I either lost to Red Blaze or barely lost to Nino. So it was like Nino still held his dominance somehow. But we still had a little bit of a triangle, and then we sometimes had Poder and Goiv who beat that came out of nowhere and beat people. We also had a player called Percussion who got good pretty quick, but he didn't really practice. Poder didn't practice either. That's the Västerås classic. Not practicing. But yeah, and then I was always like, so I went from first for a good week to third.
Fuck.
Yeah, so, but that was fine because I was still doing like good in Västerås, and good in like Sweden, I guess. That was also the year where I had my other big like tournament.
Which was?
Ventus. It was one of the Red Bull tournaments.
Yeah.
And there I just I went to losers to Gillian. He beat me for the first time. Then I beat like a bunch of people who was a combination of people who had beaten me, like Helix and Q.
Yeah.
And the people I had never played before, like Stux and Popmeister.
Oh yeah.
I beat like everyone.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And I got reverse 3-0 by foul.
Yeah.
But like,
Again. Oh no, reverse 3-0. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I didn't know you actually were about to be able to win a set against Foul.
no, I went up 2-0 and everyone was popping off.
Yeah.
And
then
Foul got a little bit mad. It was probably a little bit too loud. He had like
yeah.
headphones on,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Can you please be quiet?"
Mm-hmm.
I got a little bit. That got into my head, I think,
Yeah.
because I was like, "Come on, I want people to cheer for me."
Yeah.
I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
But then he brought it back,
Yeah.
and but that was like one of the turns where people were like, "Holy shit." Because like I beat like top level Sweden players now instead of just top level Stockholm players.
Yeah.
So that was pretty big for me, and there was a lot of like close sets. So, and I know Leffen roasted me on stream.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was no, it wasn't really a roast,
Yeah.
but it was like Psych said like I don't know why I know this, but I heard it on the stream. Psych said like or Leffen asked, "Are there any upsets?"
Yeah.
And Psych said, "Oh yeah, Sharp beat Stux."
Yeah.
And then Leffen was like, "Oh yeah, it's Peach versus Fox, of course." That was so bad.
That's funny.
And then
Yeah.
and then I lost the money match to bigM. I got roasted for that.
Oh yeah. That was the start of the bigM Sharp, wasn't it? The money match trend
Yeah.
that you guys had going on.
Yeah, the 2 money matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was mostly so after the tournament, I still didn't drink. We went out to the bar, but I drank water. I think you drank water too.
Yeah, I did. I was supporting the UNF
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah, and Stux was obviously mad about losing to me. So it tore me a new one
Yeah.
for losing to bigM.
Yeah.
And I kind of created some beef.
Yeah. Between you and bigM.
Yeah,
Which is funny. If it wasn't you and Stacks, it was you and bigM.
Yeah, always the Scadia Foxes, dude.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
I mean, yeah, we had bigM and I had a rematch, and I won 3-1. So currently 1-1 in money matches,
Yeah.
and 3-0 in tournament sets.
Did you, was this the tournament that like had the run that made you, because I believe that pretty shortly after this there was the Europe ranking
Yeah,
where you became top 50, right? Weren't you literally number 50?
I was, but that was a year after.
Was it a year after? Okay, my bad.
That was the run that got me to the 2018 Sweden ranking.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it got me ranked above like people who I thought were better than me.
Yeah.
Like I've always had a habit of being above people on the power ranking that I thought I never better than these people.
Yeah.
Like on the Swedish ranking, I was above Luigo, Jabasta, Nisse, Spag, and I mean Gothenburg. At that time, talked about Spag like he was the second coming of Jesus.
Yes. Yes.
So I was really surprised about that.
Yeah.
And I was the first player from Västerås to ever be on a national melee power ranking. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I was really proud of that. And then the year after, I started going to more majors. I attended Valhalla, did pretty well. Got 25th.
What happened in Valhalla? Who did you play?
I was supposed to play Nicky in pools, but he DQ'd. So I got Gardix, which I beat.
The peach player.
Yeah, it was It was a set that was not supposed to be that close. I was definitely supposed to beat him harder.
Yeah.
And then in bracket, I played Haju, he beat me pretty bad. Oh my god. Paji beat me pretty badly. And then I played Mordo at Falco from UK.
Yeah.
And we had a pretty close set actually. That's because I played him because Pure Evil, a Fox player,
Yeah, from Netherlands.
beat Humpe.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Pure
shit.
Evil and Mordo played in losers because Pure Evil got a good seed, and then Pure Evil lost.
Yeah.
So that's why I played Mordo there.
Yeah.
But I beat him. And then I had a really, really close set against Niklas 29.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Ignore that.
Niklas.
No, I had Niklas 29-12.
Yeah.
He beat me game 1. I managed to take game 2, and I was like, oh shit, I've never taken a game of Niklas in like online tournaments.
Yeah.
So we were 1-1, and he went to FD. He was like throwing bombs. I was mad. I was like, fucking bombs, man.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy's too good.
The Niklas experience.
Yeah. And then I make a comeback, and I bring it down to the last stock from 3 stocks down against Niklas.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
And then he gets like a bomb upper, and he wins, and he does a little pop off. And I'm like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so I lose 2-1, and then Niklas plays bigM. So I would have had bigM, but it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
So I got 25th. That was a respectable placing with no like big wins.
Yeah.
With more was a power rank UK win, but like
Yeah.
I was expected to beat him, I think.
Yeah.
And then at Phoenix Blue, I did pretty well. Although again I got a little bit lucky with the seeding. In pools, Ludriks beat Fat Norman. Fat Norman beat Sverre. I beat Ludriks and Fat Norman and lose to Sverre. So Sverre still gets first seed. And then in the bracket, I beat MM720,
Yeah.
who beat Master Kai
Okay.
somehow.
Yeah. Moskai never did well outside of Stockholm.
No.
No. Yeah.
And then I lose to Nicky, and dominantly because he's good. And then, yeah, MM beat Red Blaze in losers. So if I lost to MM720, I would have had Red Blaze. Which was unlucky for me.
Yeah. So what happened after? Sorry, what happened after?
Nicky.
Yeah.
I beat Randomness, which was a very nice win, but he was playing like garbage. Like he was like, I noticed he was like super shaky.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even playing that well. I
Yeah.
was just down smashing and like doing random piece stuff.
Yeah.
So I beat him, and he's like, I noticed he's like visibly frustrated, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
GG's man.
Yeah.
And then I lose to Nintendo again, who I beat solidly in Cruise. But
Peach Ices.
yeah, I had a 3-stock lead game 1, and the Norway crowd is going insane.
Yeah.
And he makes a 3-stock comeback with 3 wobbles.
Oh.
And I was so sad.
Yeah.
And then he started reading like my panic options. Like drift away, and he would wave dash in F smash. And I'm like, fuck. I just never escaped it. So he beat me and popped off. But that was I mean, he was fucking. I still played him good. He was just he played really really good. And he played with the emotions, the crowd.
Yeah.
Which was nice because he was like covering my scared options.
Yeah.
Which was good. So I got 13th, which was tied with like Pipsqueak. So that was good.
Yeah.
And then I got 7th at Ventus, beating Martin and Grape.
Missfire Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a pretty solid winning record against Grape that year. But yeah, and that was those tournaments. Although they're like not amazing, because I was very consistent. I didn't lose to anyone like terrible.
Yeah.
I still got the top 50 placing on the power ranking, which was huge for me.
Yeah.
Number 50. I barely managed to clutch it in, but I can say that there were not a lot of people in the consideration for that place.
Yeah.
So I basically lucked out.
But it's sick that you got number 50.
Yeah, that's the no pressure placing.
Yeah.
You beat a top 50 player, that's still a good win. You lose to someone outside, doesn't matter, they're a hidden top 50 player.
Yeah. No, it's sick.
Yeah.
I think that I think that it's kind of sad that Corona did what it did,
Yeah.
because you can once it's back, rather, you can prove that you're probably way more than number 50.
Yeah. So I will say, when I got the number 50 ranking, I had a lot of people that I like saw that a lot of people talking about it, and they were like, Sharp is not really top 50
Yeah.
skill level.
Yeah.
Like he's way worse than all of these other players. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that's fair, because I like understood it. I didn't have the amazing results, but now it's like, especially if you look at my in 2020, did not a lot happened melee wise.
Yeah.
Moved to Ireland.
Yeah.
Got a
Tell me about that.
Yeah, of course. So I moved to Ireland.
You got top 50 and then you're like, fuck this fucking country. I'm leaving.
Yeah, so that was less about melee actually.
Why did you move to Ireland?
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
Yeah.
Is that a private or is that...
No. That's it's a good story. So I was studying.
What age were you at this point?
I was. Fuck, how old was I?
How old are you now?
I was 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. 19 and going 20.
Yeah.
So I was studying in university.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck, I hate this.
What were you studying at uni?
It's called user experience design. It's like, I don't know.
Like kind of like designing how apps would be viewed for the person, or?
It's like designing things to be user friendly.
Yeah.
It can be like an app, it can be a door. It can be... Sorry. Didn't mean to burp. It can be...
Sorry. The episode is ruined.
It doesn't need to be like technology.
Yeah.
It's just like making things easier to use, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And like having that kind of thought process.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I was pretty exhausted with like studying in general. I was like, I'm gonna start working, earn money, live my own place, which I was already, but on student time. So I decided to contact my good friend Bus.
Yeah.
And my boss said, you should move to Ireland and work with me. I'll give you a reference.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. Let's go.
Why not? Yeah.
I'm not having anything else going on in my life right now.
That was probably the most surprising thing you have ever done in your life. To me. That you just decided, I'm going to move to Ireland. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Is this guy moving to Ireland? This no sauce on kebab kind of guy moving to Ireland?
Yeah, no, that was also a reason why I took the decision, because I decided that I'm a very safe person. I don't do a lot of things to challenge myself. So I decided to do something fun that like I knew would be a challenge, but I just wanted to take the chance, you know? And I really like felt like I don't really have a lot. I don't think Smash is a future right now.
No.
I don't think it's something I can gamble on, because it is what it is, a gamble.
Yeah.
And it's not a fucking it's not buying stocks.
No.
It's fucking trying to win the lottery and making a living off of it.
Yeah. It's in Europe. It's even rougher, man.
Yeah.
It's even
So I was like, I don't have motivation for anything else. I might as well do this fun thing. I challenge myself, get experience for jobs. So I just took quit school, and I took the summer vacation, or I guess the summer unemployment, to just like apply and like do all the application stuff. So I got the job, and I moved there, and I worked there for a while. Met the Irish community in Smash because it was pre-COVID, and it was really nice. They were all really cool.
Yeah.
And I got number 3 on the ranking.
Yeah, third in Ireland, and like immediately
After Mint and Maxi.
Yeah, which is the two people who are good.
Yeah. There are other good people.
Yeah, sorry, but like
Yeah.
they're the ones that are top 50.
Yeah, the
And
ones
they're
that
solidly in the like top 20, both of them, right?
yeah, exactly. It's like
So
no
it's like-
question that
yeah.
they're top level European players.
Yeah.
While everyone else was like, especially at the time when we didn't have the online tournaments to
Yeah.
show the newcomers
Mm-hmm.
of the current era.
Mm-hmm.
So like people like Verdant and Luen, people didn't know that they were good yet.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah,
Mm.
and they weren't really as
No.
good as they are now.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm still happy about that
Yeah.
because there were very few tournaments, and I did get kind of screwed at some of them.
Mm.
But I mostly focused on work. I didn't have my own melee setup. I had Bus melee setup.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a shitty laptop. I couldn't barely run YouTube.
Did you two live together?
Yeah. Big like 3-story house
Mm.
with 2 other people.
Okay. And were you all working at the same company?
Yeah. Yeah, we were. Although one person was working in a different contract.
Mm. Okay.
So that was really nice. It was an amazing experience, honestly.
So you're happy that you did it overall?
Yeah, absolutely.
What made you come back?
COVID and Brexit.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get stuck in the UK, and I felt unsafe, and I also got a little bit tired of my job.
Yeah.
It was getting, like, the conditions were getting a little bit worse.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll try something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to move back to Sweden and work with something similar.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been doing now.
What have you been doing now?
So I can say I got a job recently, actually.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I got it this Monday.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's very recent.
Yeah.
Just gonna start working on 19th of April.
Oh.
But so I've been working. I worked at customer service or like bookings for Bilia before,
Yeah.
for a temporary job
Mm-hmm.
for the tire season,
Yeah.
changing tires and stuff.
Yeah. Was it through like a family contract or something?
Yeah, like a recruiter.
Yeah.
So it was a 2-month contract,
Mhm.
which I earned a little bit of money. Got
Mhm.
it to spend it on stream stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I worked as looking over tests, like national tests.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is what you call it.
Yeah.
That was nice because it was like every like not every Saturday, but like a few Saturdays
Mm-hmm.
for a couple months.
Mhm.
So that I earned money from that as well, and experience. I think the experience was more important for me.
Yeah.
So
And then what is this new job?
it's a job at Klarna.
Oh shit! My sister. My sister. My girlfriend's sister.
Ooh,
Actually works there.
nice.
But yeah, that's sick. What do you? Is it like as a? What is the title? What is the working?
Dispute resolutions.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's like helping. I'm just gonna help people. I haven't had my first day of the job.
Dispute resolutions, kind of like customer service. Is that, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit like
You're
customer
trying to
service.
solve the shit that has gone wrong.
Yeah, it's a specific department.
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be working in Stockholm, but I'm gonna be able to work from home.
Oh. So maybe you could come to more locals when COVID actually.
Yeah, that's the plan.
But do you still plan on living in Västerås?
For now,
Yeah.
until I mean, finding a place in Stockholm is less than easy.
Yeah. But what's like the future plan?
Future plan is that I want to find somewhere in Stockholm to live,
Mm-hmm.
and then work for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long.
Mm-hmm.
Until I get tired, I guess. And then I wanna study again. When I feel ready, I wanna study marketing.
Oh shit.
That's my goal.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
I think that viewers, your takeaway from this should be that sharp as ours, Stockholm has won him finally through effort. He even went to Ireland and back
True.
just to be won by Stockholm,
Yeah.
the greatest city on earth. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, one of them, probably.
It's pretty good. I like it.
It's alright.
We've been going over Corona a little bit. How's Melee during Rona been for you?
my results have been amazing. I think this is like, we're talking about the previous two, like mental block breakers before. I think I had one of those in the start of 2021. Because in 2020, so first I came back. I'll start from the beginning, I guess.
Yeah.
I came back to Sweden in 2020. And I started attending Melee tournaments immediately on my less than good PC. It's like the PC could run Melee, but it was like not good. So I was like, okay, and I couldn't stream, I could barely have music on.
Yeah.
But I went back and I was received pretty highly because before I left from Ireland I beat Maxi.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I beat his Puff in a tournament for 2 sets. So they were
Did
like.
you win the entire tournament?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was. It was actually a delay-based tournament, but we lived in the same city.
Yeah.
So it was like not too much difference.
Yeah.
And I played on bus setup. But I came back and I lost to everyone. I lost to everyone. Like Larkster came and hadn't really established himself and he beat me.
Yeah.
Kingu hadn't established himself and he beat me.
Yeah.
Jerk beat me. Abaarv beat me.
Oh.
So like, I remember every single Save as Entitled tournament, I got like 17.
Yeah.
And then I went to Battle of Armada.
Yeah.
And I lost to Luyax, who lost to you.
Yeah, this is true.
So I got like 48th, which was like, from my standards, that was bad. So I was like, I still hadn't gotten the groove.
Yeah.
Of especially online tournaments. I had a really bad mentality when I started because it was like completely different. It was like I got mad at myself. Like a lot more frustrated because it didn't feel the same when there's not like a person to look at.
Yeah,
right?
net play is different. Yeah.
And I was never a net player, as you might know.
Yeah.
I attended a shit ton of locals.
Yeah.
I think I attended like 70 plus tournaments in 2018 alone. But
never net play.
no, I hated delay based.
Yeah.
So I started. So it started going better and better, like slowly. So I began to like accept that this is gonna be a process, and I'm not the same player, or like right now, I'm not gonna have the same results I had before.
Yeah.
So I need to give it time.
Yeah.
And then in the Swedish Net Play League, I got a little bit better. I won against Grape and Popmeister.
Yeah.
And I got consistent results. I got into the final 8. I beat Abson. So I started doing better. And then in 2021, because I felt like I had gone back to my old skill level.
Yeah.
You know, the 2019 Sharp who got like consistent results.
Yeah.
And then I played at Levo, Leffens tournament in
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah.
And I just like beat everyone.
Who are everyone?
So it was, I went to losers, losing to Rix.
Reblay says that you are going too fast.
I mean, yeah, of course. You have to mention Robo. Okay, so beginning 2021, I lost my first set to Robo, but a local.
Oh shit.
So that was not a good start. I still won the tournament against him, but that was like my first loss.
The
Out of,
Link
like,
main.
Yeah, out of like 13 sets or something.
Yeah.
Lifetime. I'm not really sure. But I lost to him, and then the tournament after. So, even before that, I beat Modest Major and Kingu and Bomboni at a UK local.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I kind of experimented with like trying to be super positive.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to hype myself up. I'm such a fucking good player, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win this tournament for losers, and I did. So game 15
Oh shit.
in grands against Modest.
Yeah.
So I think that was the start. But the real tournament where people were like, oh shit, was Levo when I beat Villani. But I always beat Villani.
Yeah.
Like a puff main from Norway.
Yeah.
I lose to Rix 3-0. I notice in the set I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah.
Because first of all I know it's good.
Yeah.
Secondly, I noticed a lot of stuff that he was doing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he's always crouching at the ledge and shining. He's always trying to get this kind of grab. So I was like figuring things out. And it went closer and closer for every game. But obviously, it was a 3-0. So I was like, whatever. And then in losers, my first match, I think I beat Verdant.
Yeah.
Which was nice because he beat me in Ireland.
Yeah.
We were 2-2 in sets in Ireland. So I was like, I beat Verdant. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I beat Jim Morrison.
Oh,
3-2.
Nice. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So I was like, oh, and that was a close one. So I was already feeling like, yeah, I clutched that.
Yeah.
That feels good.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, I play Kinzo, and I beat Kinzo 3-1. And I'm just feeling like I'm playing amazing.
Yeah.
So I didn't even feel like I cheesed Kinzo or anything. I just like played, and Kinzo plays a very aggressive Falco. And I've been playing against aggressive Falcos for a long time. So I just felt like my game plan fits into everything.
Yeah.
That he was doing.
Yeah.
So I beat Kinzo 3-1. Like
That's insane, actually.
Yeah.
Going from losing the Robo to beating Kinzo and Mix is kind of funny.
So I play Modest Major again.
Yeah.
But at Levo top 8.
Yeah.
He was just off of like 4-stocking Kingu.
Yeah.
He was playing really good. And I mean, I had just beaten him 2 times in Grands, but like, that were both game 5. So I was like, there's a chance I might not win this. But I was fine with that because I'm friends with Modest Major.
Yeah.
He's a really nice person. So I was like, okay, well, we both made it here. You know, we both made it this far. And before that set, also, Modest took Mint to game 5.
Oh shit.
So I knew he was playing good. I barely...
Box Mint, by the way, right?
No, that was controller Mint.
Oh.
That was before Box Mint, actually.
Oh.
So he took normal Mint to game 5.
Shit.
So I barely beat him in a game 5.
I thought it was
Modest.
just a shitter.
No.
I felt super bad for listening to him earlier.
No, Modest is very, very strong.
Yeah.
So I beat him and I'm like, I'm playing amazing. And I got 5th at Levo. That's amazing. So, and Rix and Solo Battle are playing. For loser plays me. So I'm like, please let it be Solo Battle.
Yeah.
Because I love playing against Puff.
Even though he has literally beaten Triff like 4 times.
That's why. That's why I want to play him.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Okay.
I want to be the first Peach to take a set off of
Solo Battle.
like Solo Battle being good because I assume Padre has before.
Yeah.
Before it was good. So I want to beat Solo. And Rix goes up 2-0. And I'm just watching this and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Please, Rix, beat him.
Yeah.
But then Solo Battle slowly brings it back and wins 3-2. And I'm like, fuck. But then I'm like, at first I'm like, fuck, I really wanted to play solo. I know I can beat him. I played so many friendlies against Kingu.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll get the rematch against Rix. And then I start playing against Rix. And he starts, the first thing he does I think is SDs. So I'm like, okay. And then like we go back and forth and I barely win game 1. I think he SDs again game 2. Or like I get like a jank edge card or something.
Yeah.
So I win game 2 on Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which is like
so
huge.
it's 2-0 to you.
Yeah. And then the last game, I go for like, we go like stock for stock. It's last stock. And I go for like a super ballsy edge guard. That's like all like a little bit all or nothing.
Yeah.
And like if I don't trade with this Firefox, I might just get like reverse shine and die.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I feel
you gotta
like
go for
energy.
it.
So it worked and I like beat him 3-0 in the rematch. And I was like, this is the best feeling of my life. Dude.
Yeah.
So, and then I lost against Karon, the Marth player from Germany.
Not to be confused with
Charlon.
Yeah, the French. It's so confusing.
I know.
I will never understand who the fuck is who. But yeah.
Yeah, but so I
no.
yeah, that was but so basically I lose to Charlon, but it was like 3-1, and it was, I'm not gonna John too much, but I know that well, first of all, I was super satisfied, obviously. That was like beating people in like the top 10, top 15 tier of Europe.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was already better than anything I'd ever done. And like I guess I'd been Pipsqueak, but like Pipsqueak wasn't that good when I played him.
No.
So I was like happy, and then it was also super late. It was like 1:30 a.m. And I mean that wasn't working at that time, so that was fine.
Yeah. Did you take coaching at this time from Reblaze?
Yes, I started taking his coaching in December. So I got a lot of help from Reblaze. And I think that helped a lot because he made me look at like my flaws, because he knows all my habits.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah, he does.
yeah.
I actually think it's beautiful that you found Reblaze at the DreamHack on the setup, and now he's literally you two are companions on the road to improvement.
Yeah.
And it still is keeping going to this day. Like the two youngest players in Västerås / Eskilstuna.
Yeah. Oh, well, we have a player called Leaf who's way younger.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
But at the time, you guys were the kids.
Yeah, we were the kids of 2016.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, that's basically. And then after that, I've just been doing really well. I beat Sverre, I beat Levingi. I kept beating like Kingu, Modest Major, and like I beat Monio, who showed up for a random tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
And I played him from losers. So like I kept doing good. So right now I'm in a spot where I'm like,
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty. I'm feeling like now I always feel like I'm like a year or two behind on my rank every time I get a new rank.
Yeah.
So right now I'm like at top 50 level.
Finally,
yeah.
I made it to my rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I've been rambling so much about the timeline, but that's where it ends. That's where I am today. Just
well, it's not. Hopefully, that's not where it ends.
No,
but yeah, maybe it ends.
Who knows? Who knows? Right now I'm taking a little bit of a melee break. Just to like chill or like practicing seriously. Just because.
Have you gotten a 144 hertz monitor?
I have a 144 hertz monitor now.
When did you get it?
Like this week.
Have you put it to 144 hertz?
Yes.
Good, because that's a thing that a lot of people don't do.
No, I checked the display settings.
That's good.
And I got told by when I tweeted that out that I got one. So
yeah,
I double checked.
It's funny that you beat those people before 144 hertz.
Yeah. I mean, now when I'm playing 144, it's such a huge difference.
Yeah.
But it's so weird.
Yeah. It is a huge difference, I feel.
Yeah.
No, but there's still some topics, believe it or not, that I haven't asked you about. But it's been so fluent that I haven't been looking at my phone much.
Yeah, I've just been talking from year to year.
Yeah, which is good. You've been, during the recent runs, you've been streaming quite a bit. Could you talk to me a bit about your streaming and what you want to accomplish with that and how you're enjoying it and stuff?
So normally when I stream, it's like, well, first of all, I mostly stream tournaments. At least I have for the last couple of months.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's comforting because like I feel like between the sets, I like the feeling of having like a little crowd that I know is behind me. I like the people in my chat are obviously cheering for me.
Yeah.
It's like a very positive crowd.
Yeah.
And like when I win, it's like seeing people pop off is really fun. Like when it's a close set. So it's like it's a comfort thing mostly. And I also don't stream when I stream tournaments with a chat open when I'm playing, or like in the middle of sets.
Sorry, what did you mean by that? I didn't quite catch what you said.
Oh, I don't have the chat.
You don't have the chat open when you stream.
Exactly.
Oh,
or
okay.
Unless it's like when I'm not playing at all, when I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
So
in between sets and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's too distracting otherwise. So yeah, I think it's a nice thing to have the homies. I don't really. I mean, I got affiliates. I'm sorry. I'm
Athlete.
Athlete Ben Affleck.
I became a Ben Affleck.
Yeah. No, I got a affiliate
Mm-hmm.
by streaming Melee tournaments because there's always like 7 to 10 people watching.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it would be fun to do other stuff on stream.
Yeah.
I have a capture card for my Switch, but it's not working. I have to figure it out.
So you can play Golf Adventures.
Golf Story.
Golf Story.
Don't come at the best game of all time.
No, I wasn't calling out. I was.
I'm just kidding.
I know that you like that game.
Yeah, that's.
So I was giving a.
No, I want to play more Switch games
Yeah.
on stream. Probably like Pokemon or something. I don't know.
That would be fun. I'd watch that.
But
Nuzlocke and name the Pokemon after the viewers.
Yeah.
That's been done a million times, but it's always fun.
I want to do Nuzlocke with alcohol involved, probably.
Oh shit. Shotlock.
Like every Pokemon that dies, take 5 shots or something.
Jesus Christ. And this guy was in a sobriety association.
Things changed when I was 19. But yeah.
So you're just streaming for fun, basically.
Yeah, I have no goals right now becoming a full-time streamer.
No.
It's something that would be fun if it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that it requires a lot of like specific effort.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not ready to put in that effort right now because it's not fun. And I'm streaming for fun, so I don't want to take away that aspect.
Yeah.
Sorry for corrupting. Just over sharp. Don't be sorry.
We've been touching a bit on mentality over the story, but do you think you have any like market differences between your mentality and other people's mentality?
I definitely think it could be different. But I don't know. I think what other people do a lot is that like I think there are camps of people.
Mm-hmm.
There are camps of people who like try to become like insanely good players at the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's say Pipsqueak, I think he's the best example
Mm-hmm.
because we started at the same time too in January of 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And there are camps of people who really don't think too much about their mentality, and they just play.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm closer to the camp of actively working on my mentality, but I still don't. I don't try to become like a top. When I would like to be a top 100 player.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of the goals where I was like, this would be nice if it
Yeah.
happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's doable,
Mm-hmm.
very doable.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't think that I'm gonna put everything I have into this.
Yeah.
So I think my mentality compared to other people's mentality is probably more chill,
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do, sometimes my mentality has changed a lot over the years.
Mm-hmm.
But like I still have an issue that stems from back before where to put too much self-worth
Yeah.
into my melee results.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, let's say I have a bad tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking dog shit at this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this game is the only thing I'm good at, and I'm dog shit at it.
Mhm.
Like, that feels terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I told you that, like, I don't have anything else I compete in,
Yeah.
or like, I don't really win like other things at the same scale.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like have any defining traits. I'm not like I used to animate before Smash,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped pretty early on.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was it wasn't that what I thought it was, or like you have to spend a lot of time on it
Yeah.
for a little reward,
Yeah.
and it's not easy to find jobs in animation as well,
Yeah.
for well-paying jobs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. So I used to put a lot of self-worth into Smash before,
Mm.
especially when I started getting like okay results.
Yeah.
But now it's more like I know I like other things and I have other things I'm not defined by Smash.
Yeah.
It's like I don't put as much self-worth into it anymore. I'm just like playing and trying to have fun with the game. And improving because I think it's fun to improve.
Yeah.
Not improving because I need to improve, to prove myself to anyone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think it's also one of those things that, like, since you joined at a pretty formative age, you started when you were 16.
Yeah.
And like, dude, late teenage years, early 20s, like, still are very like, you learn a lot about yourself as a person in that time.
Yeah.
And you probably will keep learning, much like I will keep learning, and everyone that's playing Smash, of course, but will keep learning things about themselves. But I think you and like people who started when they are very young also get like a different type of journey through it, because I think the younger you are, the less like the less versatile you are maybe in life, and you like have Smash and you're like, this is my thing.
Yeah.
And there's results to it and tournaments, and people seem to like people who are good and shit, and it kind of can become a bit too much for especially younger people, I feel.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes sense that you made the journey that you're describing. It makes sense to me from like as a person who's known you for a while, but also who is a bit older.
Yeah.
It makes sense. And I think that's also a lot like the people who you describe who don't maybe think about mentality that much. Usually are people who don't really like put their everything on Smash, you know?
Yeah.
They usually have like something else they feel like they're interested in, if it's school or if it's
work or another hobby.
Music or
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely understand. I think actually, because as I said, I put a lot of self-worth into Smash before, and I had a period of time where I was like I need to become a good player, because like at that point, like not to get too deep into it, but I didn't have like much else.
Yeah.
In a bad sense. Like I felt like Smash was the only thing I had, which is a very negative thing, because I think that's the point when Smash becomes toxic.
Yeah, for sure.
And it becomes like it, because I think Smash is great and competing is great, and I love it, and I think it's a good thing. But if it becomes too if it consumes too much of your life,
and it becomes so just about results.
Exactly. It's like I have to perform right now.
Yeah.
I can't do anything because otherwise it's like I'm like nothing, right?
Yeah.
And I think you're actually one of the people, because we had a lot of late night talks, especially when I slept over at your place. On like what does Melee mean, and like what are the consequences of focusing too much on Melee, and like you try to like stray me to the right path, I think.
I've always been go to school.
yeah. Because I never really took school too seriously, which I don't regret, because I've gotten a lot of experiences that are good for me anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like I think you really recognize that like it's super fucking hard. It's like such a gamble to become a Smash players. It's not worth.
It's just that like, dude, I'm just older and I've done the same thing with League. I had like a depression and League was my shit, man.
Yeah.
And the only thing I did was play League, and I got so good at it that even to the people that I despised, to keep it short, I had a class that I really liked. I didn't really like anyone in my class, except like one person at the end or two people. I just didn't enjoy spending time with them, and they were mean. And even to them, I became interesting because I was good at League. Because everyone started playing League at a certain point at that time. It was when League was the biggest, and I was like pretty high low at League. So my self-worth became attached to League in such a toxic way that the only thing that mattered to me was like ranking points. But the difference between League and Smash is that in Smash you actually get to meet people that like don't really care that much, or like that are like, because if you're high low in a game like that and it's just online, there's nobody to tell you like, dude, like there's other shit than this, and you'll probably feel much better when you end up getting away from this bad like situation you're in life right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like I've been wanting to share that to people who are younger in the Smash community, that I feel enter it in the same type of vein that I did with League, where it becomes this like, I want to be so good because I feel like people will respect me then, and like, I don't know. I feel like it's just important for people to hear that, like.
Yeah, no, it was important for me to get like the thought process down, or like to understand like that there are consequences. I think that helped me a lot in the long run, just to think about it, you know. And I think I have a pretty good mindset about Smash nowadays, for me, because it's obviously I'm gonna like put this as a disclaimer, like for everyone is different, and Smash means something different for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's important to like adjust your needs.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, if you want to take Smash seriously, no one's gonna stop you, right?
No.
But it is a risk.
And I think it's always healthy to try and find something else.
Yeah.
Just to enjoy, not to like, because like, even if you have Smash, you still having other hobbies and having things to discuss with people that aren't Smash. GGs are good. Is good even if you like. Even like top level fucking anything, have friends that don't give a shit about their hobbies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's healthy to like be able to catch a break from the entire like. He was pissed as fuck.
He didn't want to get hit.
But the entire sphere of like, this is everything that matters. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because it can get kind of toxic.
Exactly. No one wants to play with me.
Let's get a fucking positive note, because nobody wants to play with you, and we've been talking about deep levels.
Yeah, we're going deep.
I want to talk to you about a positive thing. What is your favorite Smash memory? It could be anything. Oh, it's red blue.
Yeah.
It's red blue. Red Blaze.
He wants me to lose on my own video.
His coach is trying to beat some sense in him.
It's sad.
Don't think you're hot shit just because you beat all those players. I'm coming to beat your habits. I've literally studied you with you.
But yeah, what were you about to say?
Favorite Smash memory. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be Smash related at all. It could be just that you were at a major and you had a hot dog with a guy and you thought it was funny.
That sounds funny. I wish that was my favorite.
I actually had this hot dog story. Me and Hopo were going.
Let me think. I have a lot of good Smash memories. I think one of my favorite Smash memories. Well, of course, like I have to think about it. I mean, the entirety of Valhalla 2 was amazing, I think. Because there were so many, like, hang out with friends, and like, I feel like the vibe was so good. Like, the atmosphere was just like, so hype. And everyone was just like, and I was hanging out with the Gothenburgers because I was living in Skövde at the time. So, that was really nice. Fun with crews. Singles went pretty well. So that was fun. And I got to play like a lot of friendlies against good players.
Yeah.
So yeah, in general, I think Phoenix Blue. I think that's my favorite tournament of all time. The second one. I hope Phoenix Blue 3 or whatever beats it. Other than that, I like getting to know so many people. Like I'm trying to think about a specific moment. I don't really have one. It's just, I guess beating Stacks was fun because that was the first time I really clutched out a nice like game 5, last stock, last hit.
Yeah.
I even remember what happened because it was an unstreamed set. But I did like an up throw, reverse. So it was an FD last game.
Yeah.
So instead of chain grabbing because I was an idiot, this was last stock.
Yeah.
I did like up throw, reverse back air, up throw, reverse back air into nair, and I was like, I'm so fucking sick, dude. And then I popped off on him, of course. The sharp classic.
Yes.
But yeah, that's I love that moment. But otherwise, it's just getting to know So many like almost all my close friends are Smash people. I have a couple who aren't, but like I have so many people. For example, I wouldn't have moved to fucking Ireland if it wasn't because I was friends with Buzz, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So like getting to fucking move to a different country, I think that's one of my favorite experiences too.
Yeah. Just smash Ireland as a whole.
Yeah. Ireland as a whole, actually.
Yeah.
Even that.
Yeah.
But I really had a fun time. Like I know so many people from the Smash community. I think getting to know everyone, like Red Blaze and Boss and you, of course. Fucking. I know the Skara Boy people, the Västerås people.
Yeah.
I know, like, I've been to, like, every local scene.
Yeah.
So
you made a lot of friends.
Yeah, I've made a lot of foes.
And a lot of foes. Mostly foes.
Mostly foes, actually.
Especially during this unranked session.
Yeah.
I actually had one of the people you played against go, wow, your peach is pretty fast.
No, he didn't. Wait, who did?
The Hoops guy.
Oh, the Finnish guy, yeah.
Oh, he's from Finland?
Yeah, I remember he had a tournament recently where he beat like Mayhem and Paji.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Your peach is pretty fast.
Yeah, I didn't respond. Yeah, it's pretty fast. It's pretty cool.
That's funny.
You'll just have to believe that I'm a great peach player.
GG's Red Blaze, thank you for the game. He left. I didn't leave.
It would have been funny if you were like, GG's, cut the commercial.
I mean, he won, so.
Yeah.
Have a lesson. Oh, good luck, man.
We're closing in on the end, actually.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know that I have only a few questions left?
One of them is, why can't you find an opponent online?
Yeah, why are you so toxic? Nobody wants to play with you. No, one of them is, and we've touched on this a bit, what do you want with the future? And this is non-Smash or Smash related. You told a bit about how you might want to keep working, maybe move to Stockholm?
Yeah, that would be a goal. But so what my future goals?
Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned, I want to work for a while. That's kind of a if I find enjoyment in the job and I get to move to my own place, of course I'm gonna keep doing it and I'm gonna keep like doing that and fun with that. But otherwise, my backup in case I didn't get the job was to apply for marketing, studying marketing. So this is terrible, terrible burps. Anyway,
I think it's pretty hot.
Okay, thank you for your input. Anyway, I want to study marketing and I want to get a job there. It'll be fun. I legitimately cannot find anyone. But yeah.
What about melee wise? 74.
Yeah, get top 100 hopefully. Keep playing, and if I.
That's a pretty long term goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Do you have any short term goals? Or is it just the one long term?
Beat solo battle.
Beat solo battle.
That's my short term goal.
It's coming for you.
Would be fun.
Yeah.
Simply because so I can say that one of the things that used to haunt me in 2018 especially is that whenever I got a good win, people said, oh, this person doesn't have peach experience.
Yeah.
Which isn't true now since I've been legitimate top 10 players in Europe.
That shouldn't be an excuse anymore either, because it's just like, yeah, well then you're bad.
Yeah, like you're bad.
What do you want me to say? It's not my problem.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've beaten people who's, like for example I beat Levingi, who's taken a set off of Bladewise. So that's like,
yeah.
Is Bladewise bad? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Beating solo battle would just be a huge statement about like not only how good I am against Puff, which I believe I'm pretty fucking good against Puff.
Yeah.
But also like that, dude, I don't know. Respect me, bitch.
Yeah, respect me, bitch.
Oh, I mean, respect me, brut, if I can't swear.
You can swear.
Okay.
I've been swearing this entire time.
Okay. Sorry, Falcon.
Then there's the last question then.
Ooh, spicy.
How can you become better than you are now?
I think one thing I'm pretty bad at is playing defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, I'm not the most aggro player,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think I run in like an idiot a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think learning more like defensive play,
Mm-hmm.
like staying patient in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and like instead of forcing Peach to take space,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like slowly push my opponent in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I play better with shield, play better with disadvantage,
Mm-hmm.
because like when I'm off stage, when I'm on the platform, or when I'm in like shield, I think I have a lot of obvious habits
Yeah.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I guess they aren't super obvious, but I think when I play against good players, they become obvious.
Yeah.
So I think overall, obviously I can still improve my punish game.
Mm-hmm.
I think my defensive game and my disadvantage
Mm-hmm.
needs to be better.
Yeah.
So I'm practicing that a lot.
So those are the next priorities.
Yeah, and also Sheik. I'm really bad against Sheik.
Mm.
Lost against Telman and Max recently.
Yeah.
4 Sheik losses,
Mm.
if you count the sets.
Mm. That's rough.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find an answer to Sheik.
Mm.
Hopefully it's a good answer, like a fun answer.
I think Peach can play pretty fun against Sheik. No?
I don't think so.
No?
The matchup is a lot about like,
I guess my Peach Sheik is from PAL, where
yeah,
Peach kind of just pooped on Sheik.
the matchup is a lot like floating right out of Sheik's range,
Mm.
waiting for Sheik.
Mm.
You can't really dash attack too much, you can't really down smash too much, you can't really combo her.
Mm.
So it's a lot of like slowly winning neutral over and over,
Mm.
which I think is boring.
Mm.
Like, I mean, I guess I like the buff matchup, but that's a different kind of neutral. You can move a lot against buff.
I think you're just like a simp for pain.
Yeah. No. But I think against Puff, you can move around a lot. You can, like,
it's true.
you
You're
can-
the one that seems sick in the Peach Puff matchup.
Yeah, you can like do a lot of cool turnip setups.
Mhm.
Against Sheik, it's like a more lame morph matchup, I feel,
Mhm.
where you can't really move. She like
Mhm.
stuffs out everything you have with hitboxes,
Yeah.
and you're just like stuck here. You're like, oh, I can't move.
Yeah.
You know,
That's fucked up.
and you can't really float either because her aerials are so good.
Mm.
That's why, or you can float, but you gotta be good at floating, and I'm
Mm.
bad float types. Anyway,
Mm.
This-
I've asked all the questions that I want to ask, so I have to take a bathroom break.
cool.
But you can give your shout outs to all your shit, because you have a streaming, you have
Yeah.
Twitter, you have everything. So
I have
give your
everything.
shout outs
I have everything.
entertain the stream while I go to the bathroom.
Alright, you guys can follow me on Twitter. It's at sharpssbm. Or give me a follow if you like dumb tweets. You can follow me on YouTube at, not at. You can, it's just sharp. But I'll trust you guys to find it by yourselves. Otherwise, I have a twitch.tv/sharpbot9000. And that's about all the things I have. And yeah, I'm probably gonna be if the only stream I have planned currently is streaming Phoenix Blue online. So I'm hoping you guys look forward to that. Trying to read chat. Yeah, slow matchups can be fun. I do think so. But I do like the faster matchups as well. I have a very good record against, like, I think Falcon is one of my better matchups actually. I think, I mean, I do pretty well against Focus and Falcons. So I'm pretty well-rounded. Save us entitled depression. No thing. No, I promise you I wouldn't do it. Because it's gonna ruin the magic of the first one. This guy's lying a little bit. The people need to hear it. Maybe another day, my good friend. Maybe another day. Sharp, are you the Peach? Yes, that's me. I play Peach. Although right now I'm playing Falco, so... I played Peach the last game. He's the ultimate player. I mean, not wrong, I guess. Although I don't think I've entered a single ultimate tournament in 2021. Sick Peach. Link to your channel. Someone wants to link my YouTube, that would be cool. But at sharpssbm on Twitter. Or at twitch.tv/sharpbot. If you're interested. So thank you. Thank you, boss. Yeah, I've done my shout out. Steven linked my Twitch in the chat.
Wow, are you ready for the final set?
Oh yeah, we're gonna play
You
set.
can play that guy first.
Yeah, I'll play a game more. He seemed like a nice guy. All he's lagging a little bit.
Seems like a nice laggy guy.
Yeah, he's not quitting out, he's not BMing. I like 4-stocked him 3 times or something. Usually people get mad. Anyone who gets 4-stocked by me and don't rage quit or like do taunts or whatever, just know that I appreciate you. You're in my favorite person list.
Favorite person list of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Number 10 is I don't know. I need to figure it out.
Burger King foot lettuce.
No, that's number 15.
Sorry. I don't know the memes enough.
It's fine. It's funny. I was about to call you a boomer, but you're not that old.
I'm not.
Although it's funny that
I'm rapidly
you're-
approaching the cool uncle age.
you always look the same. You never age in terms of looks.
I will never age.
It's like
I reached a look when I was 18 that has been staying.
it's like I can travel 40 years in the future, and I can if you're the first person I see, I'm not gonna know.
But you have traveled into the future.
Yeah. I'll still have to figure it out. Can't picture real old in my head. I mean, you're seeing him.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
65 years
What the
young.
fuck is that supposed to be? I'm actually 70.
Let's go.
Secret Revlor is that I'm old as fuck.
Not only the best Yoshi in all of this house, but also the oldest.
This house.
Also the oldest Yoshi. Alright, good games. I guess we quit out of this, so
Yeah.
it's not lag.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can do that.
Or no, I guess 8 buffers, so I guess there is technical lag.
I think you just do this and then
Wow.
because I don't think locally it puts on lag.
You have to put in 8 buffers, right?
I don't think it has. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You put in the tools, start now.
Jesus Christ, this guy's been tryharding harder than I have.
Redlace told me before.
I do this when I solo practice actually, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Starta nätspel. I hope you get
Is
some.
your fuck me
I hope you get some DMs.
about my age?
No, about like some more DMs about you. Yo, sick Peach.
Oh yeah.
I love when that happens.
I sent a link to the guy. I felt bad for him.
But is it the same? No. Hoops.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I sent the link to the. Is
Nice.
the controller working? Yeah.
Alright.
Thank God.
All right. So.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3. Okay, I ban FOD.
FOD. We're playing Yoshi Peach.
Yeah.
I forgot. You ban FOD. I'm banning this
The
dump
stadium.
stage. Yeah.
Not 50.
They're the same to me.
Yeah.
As Yoshi,
For
they're
Yoshi,
the
though,
same.
yeah.
And then I'm banning. So you banned the FOD.
Yeah.
This one, and those are the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go Yoshi's.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Rona bump.
Rona boom. You know, like the statistic for how many of these have you won versus how many of these have you lost?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the sets for?
Yeah, for like player spotlight.
No, I think I've lost the majority.
I know you won against 7 Bananas in the the Iron Man.
Yeah,
With he had a lead and then you pick Yoshi and you beat him.
this is true. I beat 7 Bananas, I beat
You-
Slippi.
You think you beat Calfor too?
Yeah, I did.
But you probably lost to Davey.
Yeah. I lost to Davey, I lost to Sprak.
Did you beat Stacks?
No,
Okay.
I've never beaten Stacks in my life.
Can't relate. I've only beaten Stacks. He's the only person I've beaten in the tournament. Corona butt.
The Corona bot. Oh shit!
Hitbox is bigger than you would expect.
I didn't think I'd get reversed, so my DI was like,
It was a hard Garbarino.
yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude! That's crazy. Alright.
That's game one! Let's go!
But you.
Yeah. Let's go, B.
That was a fun ending.
Yeah.
It would have been more fun if I won!
So toxic. All he cares about is a W.
I do. Everything I talked about not caring about individual wins, I lied.
This is all that matters.
Winning against Rev in player spotlight is the biggest honor. You can put it to Hall of Fame. That was sketchy.
Why am I doing this?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna do it again.
It's
I know how you work. I know how you work. If you say I'm sorry, then you're gonna do it again.
Yeah, this is true. Can I Cannot reach. Oh, dear Lord, no.
I think I might have killed you if I did there instead.
Yeah, you would have.
But I'm so used to the downer. This wasn't too bad.
Oh, shit.
Save you. I'll save you. I got one. You're too proud, dude. Way too proud.
No.
I was hoping the bomb would still
Yeah,
hit you.
I was scared of that.
I was like, this covers everything.
No, stop. You're disappointing everyone.
I'm appointing everyone.
Because it's the opposite of disappointing, is that what you mean? Oh. You're giving everyone an appointment. Dead?
No.
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 That was almost sick.
Thank you. I died.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
No.
I'm scared.
It's hard to do against Peach.
Not impossible, I would guess.
No.
Alright. Game 3.
I am going the stage.
That stage. I've actually only lost to you and one other Yoshi in my life. The other Yoshi was the Yoshi called Yashua.
Yeah.
He did a lot of fucking nair and a lot of F smash.
Yeah, he's more of like a slime man.
he's like if a slime took melee full time.
Yeah. He definitely feels more like that style.
Yeah. Which was confusing to get used to. So it bothered me at first.
Yeah.
I barely won grants. Oh. Oh no. I'm going to a real highlight reel. That was super whack.
Yeah.
Missed out chance. Oh. Oh. That was almost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ah. Oh, missed.
Yeah, I missed the shield roll.
Shelled.
Oh! That was a
that?
red blaze thing.
What happened? I didn't even
He
see.
CC'd my jab and then jabbed me.
Oh.
And now I'm dead.
That was weird. I just like shield, released, jab and grab. Thank god I'm still in my float. I was hoping to double both turnip and never would mess up the timing.
One there. Yeah. Nice, nice.
Alright.
Let's try this one.
Yeah, makes sense. Fuck triplets. All my homies hate triplets. What the fuck? I've been on this side of the screen for the whole fucking start of this.
Yeah. Ah, that's nice. Shit. No.
I'll take that. 34. Yeah. I didn't know if I had any resources.
Yeah.
It was hard. Oh wait,
I did not know if I had any resources there.
Yeah, that looks scary.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
GG's.
Back.
Man, that fucking first game.
Yeah.
Was crazy.
The trade was fucking funny.
I was like hoping the down smash would carry me, but no.
Yeah.
Alright, that was a good set.
Yeah.
That was, I felt like your tech skill got a little bit worse. And I definitely got more warm-ups, so...
Yeah, my tech skill was pretty...
Yeah.
But I mean, that happens.
Yeah. And it's, you have to... I think Yoshi has to be super clean against Peach. Because it's such a campy matchup for Yoshi too.
Yeah, I have to camp so much.
Yeah. I don't know how you beat like every Peach. You beat me.
Yeah.
You beat fucking Keller.
Yeah.
How did you beat Keller, dude?
I beat them all now.
You need to talk about the Keller win on your fucking...
Yeah.
on your own episode.
Maybe one day.
On the Ekim episode.
Honestly, it wasn't that good. There we go! No, it probably was that good, but it was 8 a.m. pools.
Yeah,
so,
true. Leffen would say it's not a real win.
Yeah. And it might not be, but it might be.
He thinks 11 8 pools.
Yeah, that's
No.
just dumb.
No hate to Leffen. Leff is cool.
That's just dumb.
Leffen, you're cool.
No, I think that I definitely could be better at this matchup though.
Yeah.
Because I actually think Yoshi does better than conventionally what I thought before and what a lot of people think. I think that Yoshi's full up is actually pretty annoying to deal with for Peach. Because like, you're at a height that's like a bit like...
Yeah, I mean...
You're like, almost top plat.
Exactly. It's, the annoying thing in this matchup I feel is like when Yoshi's being really evasive.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're even in percents, or if Yoshi has a lead. It's like every time you hit him, it feels like he's gonna get a counter hit. And especially if he's playing evasive like that. And if you ever try to hit him on the platforms, you gotta be super careful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna get... Like sometimes, I feel like I can be pretty good sometimes at like baiting out shield drop aerial.
You...
Although I do a lot of stupid aerials as well.
Yeah,
like I do this,
yeah.
but sometimes I do this and this drift back. It's hard to manage because it's such a different... I don't know.
But I think you pretty solidly beat out the shield drops that I... at the end, you like...
Yeah.
Even like this stuff.
Yeah, I played much safer.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
After you beat me that time at
the net play, what was it, Nordic League or something?
No, it was Västerås local.
Oh, okay.
I started studying the matchup a little bit more, and I realized that first of all, I'm not using turnips enough.
Yeah.
And secondly, I need to respect Yoshi, and then you need to be a little bit of a down smash freak.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You need to just hold down, and when if you hold down, the only thing he can do that's good, he can grab and he can fair.
Yeah.
But both are really committal.
Yeah.
So what I do to
even true CC, you're fine against the down tilt.
Yeah. The only thing that is the way to counter fair, I feel, is like this float.
Yeah.
Because you can like do this nair and it's out forever.
Yeah.
So whenever Yoshi jumps, he's gonna get hit by it.
Yeah.
And like also the like retreating fair is really good.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes it's good to like platform, do the fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really interesting matchup. Well, I think I can be better at it too.
Yeah.
It's an unexplored matchup.
Yeah, I think both players kind of get a lot from playing campy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is kind of lame, but it's kind of cool also.
Yeah.
I like it because from Yoshi's point of view, if your movement is cool, I get to be the cool guy.
Yeah, that's true. Yoshi is definitely the cool guy.
Yeah.
As Peach, I like the idea that although it's a very, very tanky matchup, we both live at high percents. It's like sometimes you can get like a smash attack or like an upper really high up, and sometimes I can get like a nair into nair and really just die.
That's true. That's true.
So I kind of like that aspect, and I do like having the down smash factor, the down smash difference.
The down smash difference.
Because Yoshi gets like some characters like Sheik beats out the down smash so hard.
Yeah.
Yoshi does not beat the down smash.
No, I have to already be in a position where I could beat it. Like if you down smash and I'm already in the air, then I can like fair.
Yeah, exactly. You can do that fair. Yeah. I used to hate that fair.
Yeah.
I used to be like, I can't beat this. I can't beat this. Why is it so good?
That's pretty nice.
Because it's like a combo starter too.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe we should reconsider my game plan.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. But
yeah, we had a good stream. Yeah. We've been going for fucking a long time. 2 hours and 43 minutes.
Shit.
which is one of the longer ones.
Let's go.
And we have had, I think at peak we had like 22 viewers, which I think is the most that we've had.
Hey, the
So
Sharp
is
difference.
the most popular guest.
More popular than Daddy.
More popular than Pipsqueak.
Ooh, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Clouded out of my mind.
But I think we gotta end it here because we need to make food and shit. Do you want to eat here?
No,
No?
actually not.
Yeah.
I ate like just before I left, so
Mhm.
I'm not hungry at all.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, stream, we're leaving. Thanks for coming. Check out the VOD later. I'll post it on my everythings, my Twitter and stuff, so
Follow him at RevSSBM, or is
can
it
see
Rev
it.
underscore?
you can see it down
It's
there.
Rev underscore SSBM.
Yeah.
Follow me at sharp SSBM, no underscore, because
Mhm.
I'm not that cool yet.
No.
And twitch.tv/sharpout9000.
One day you will earn your underscore.
Yeah. The underscore is a symbol of happiness and joy.
That's sad.
Is it?